Right, here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up, that's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pickups, brass saddles, bone nut. It's all good. Where the weed at? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome on in.
Who?
Okay, so that's that guy there. But that's to show you that copper-looking red cedar when it really gets polished up. It really looks copperish.
Come here, little guy. Come here, my little boy. Hello. 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 How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hey? Good boy.
To go on top. So that's what we did there. That back's going to be sensational. That is so smooth. Very smooth. Ha! Absolutely. They are drums. They're percussion instruments as well as stringed instruments. They can be used. If you watch the old flamenco guys playing, the old Spanish guys, they're doing all that stuff. They're going tippa-tappa, tippa-tippa-dum, ring, 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 tippa-tappa, tippa-tappa, dum, ding, dum, dang. So it's all good. Right, here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up, that's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. Howdy doody, guys and girls. Welcome on in. What's happening? Hope you're well. Friday, thank God it's Friday. I always love it when it's Friday. Terry, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome on in. We're going to do another coat of oil on this guy. I want to get the back oiled up again. And of course, we're going to get some more on the front. Before I do the front, I'll probably just level and crown these frets, get these all nice and sanded, flat and smooth and clean. Do some fret work today. I won't do that till later. What we'll do first is get some more poly on that guy, and then we'll do the frets on this guy, and then we'll put the oil on this guy. Okay, so let's move this up here. Now, I have been experimenting with my computer. I've installed a completely different operating system, a Linux-based operating system, getting away from Windows, getting away from Google, getting away from all those big tech guys. And I'm trying something that's a little bit more streamlined in a Linux or a Linux operating system. And there's some issues with OBS, so I'm not running it. I'm running back on Windows at the moment, but I can switch between the two, and I'll get it right over time. Eventually, I'll migrate over. Fretwork. Yay, you like fretwork. Oh, my God. Leslie in the house. How you doing, Leslie? Good to see you. So this guy's looking really good. Look at that. That's got a nice sheen on it now. Now it's ready to get a light little scuff with some dull 400 or dull 600. And we scuff that up and we give that another coat. We're going to do the front first today. And we're going to probably leave that until the end of the show to do the back again and the sides. That's starting to come along. And the other thing I want to do is add some white paint in there as well, but we'll do that a little later on. I want to get a coat on there now if I can and see how that goes. I need to grab my dodgy 600, this stuff here, just to give it a light scuff. I'll quickly flick benches. There it is. There's that guy. Starting to get a build up now. So all I'm going to do is very lightly give it a scuff. I'll grab a soft backing. with the grain. I don't want to scratch it. The little light stuff. It'll just help the poly bind. We're at the stage now where we need to get some mechanical bonding going on. What you basically do as you build it up is you just give it a light scrape over the top till you get a dull, till it dulls, and that means you've got some scratches on there. And that's all we need to do. And we can put some more poly on that. Good to know that we've got Buddy back, because I did rebuild something. I actually, yeah, I'll have to work on that later. But we got Buddy back on our "We'll be back soon" screen. Little guy. Grab a clean cloth. Clean cloth. Get some gloves. Gloves. Glove, 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 glove. I love my gloves. I love my gloves. Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Geez, Terry, I love the way you summarize what I've said in like 3 words, and no one really knows if you mean it or not. But I'm going to guess that you are being genuine. There's no sarcasm there at all. Ha! If it was me, I'd be sarcastic as hell. I'd be saying things like, "Oh, really? Oh, will you? Oh, okay then. Sure." What is that mark? Oh, hang on a sec. Above top tentacle. Stanley's top tentacle. That mark there, just a bit of dust. Is it gone? You just go with the flow. Just dust. I've got to wipe that down. I have scuffed it up, so you're going to see a few little marks and things. You got it. Yeah, it was a little white, a little bit of dust. Anyhow, let's get on with this. Pour a little bit. Good news is the colour isn't coming off now, so it's all locked in. And now we're starting to get some shine. And make sure that there's no drips anywhere. And no pooling anywhere either. Just going to even that out very lightly. Check for bubbles. A lovely sapphire colour now, isn't it? Starting to come along. Let's check the edges. They look pretty good. Okay, not bad. Okay. Grab my bin. Let's flip over and have a look at that on the other angle. Hoodie in the house. This is so pretty. It is pretty. Look at that colour. There she is, coming along nicely now. Okay. I'm just going to let that sit for about 3 or 4 minutes, just to let it sit. I'm not going to wipe that off. I'm going to leave it, let it build up, and start leveling that now and getting a glassy finish over the next 6 or 7 coats. So let's pop this poly away for now. And we're going to get that base down, and we're going to do a little bit of fretwork just to get that guy level before we start doing the finishing oil coats. It's been sealed up. We need to give it 2 or 3 more coats to get that semi-gloss or satin finish up on that, and then we can start putting the hardware on it. I need to do a couple of things, Terry. I need bass strings. So send me a note, please. Thank you very much for reminding me about the other things. I got them done, coincidentally. Or incidentally, I should say. There we go for those that haven't seen it. We'll let that guy settle in and dry off. I like to leave it on a flat surface. Let that settle on it. Thank you very much. Gano, what is happening? Good to see you, my friend. We're going to leave that for 2 or 3 minutes. I'll just take you over so you can have a good look at it. There it is. Another coat of poly. Another coat of poly. I'm glad I didn't actually add the dark burst around the edge, because I think it would have taken away from the profile of these little critters. Don't you think? Hang that up. That ain't going to drip because it's pretty much already set in a way. And it's just a little bit wet, but it ain't going to drip, that's for sure. I'll grab this base. Okay. Put this guy down here now. We're going to make some room here and get some fretwork done. So let me just quickly maneuver things around. I'm going to make some room here. Making some room. It didn't need a burst. It's beautiful as is, plus the very edge is a darker color. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like that too. It's just got that tiny little bead like a faux binding, you know, a pretend black binding there, but it's not quite black, but it's just a little bit of a darker blue. Just grab that really, really nicely. Missed a couple of spots there, but that's okay. I'm going to go over it again with the edges. So let's just let that dry. Get that poly on there. Start building that up. Now, this is our neck. We have to get this base neck. Well, the neck's pretty good. The frets are reasonably good as well, but we need to get those edges. We need to get it leveled. So I'm going to tape this guy up, and we're going to do some work on this guy. Let me just position this somehow so I can work on it and you can see. Like so. I think that'll be working nicely. Let's bring that up. Okay. Bring this up a bit higher. There we go. You can see the whole neck now. I'm just going to position that, get some support under that guy. Now I've got my little support doobie whackers somewhere. Here we are. That little tennis ball under there. Hold that neck up nicely. We're going to tape this guy up and protect that beautiful fretboard. I'm going to grab my tape. Let's tape this up. I'm not going to worry too much about the Orbi method. I'm just going to tape that up around the edges here and just down the side there, across those. I'm going to check the levels again before I start anything. Make sure nothing's popped up, and then we can sort them out. Did anyone catch the video of JMO playing the little hollow-bodied Les Paul, the Purple Heart? It was a good little 1 minute session, but he if you go back and watch the whole stream, you'll see he played for a little while there. Ah, Rage, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. I hope you are getting better. I know it takes a while for that crap to clean up sometimes. Hang in there, dude. It'll happen. It'll happen. It's just a matter of time. You'll get there. Just get some sunshine if you can. Keep up your fluids and make sure you get enough electrolytes and stuff into you. You'll be good. Yeah, Tom, it's not good, eh? It sort of knocks you about. I was lucky this winter. Nothing's got me for a couple of years now. I've been pretty good. I've been a bit up and down with headaches and migraines and a little bit of a, you know, every now and then I feel a little bit flat, but nothing really major. I didn't have any respiratory issues, which is good. They knock you about. You can't sleep. You're coughing and all that crap. I mean, I haven't had one of those for a while, which is good. Knock on wood. Having said that, I probably just jinxed myself. So, guys, we just did another coat for those that just arrived on the little ocean-themed telly. I'll give you a close look at her, show you what she looks like with a little bit more poly on the front. We're starting to get to the leveling stage now, so there it is. You can see it's starting to get a nice build-up now. That's 4 coats, and now we're starting to scuff in between. We're not wiping it off as we go. We just lay it out nice and thin and let it settle. And we scuff it lightly with some worn 600, and that's the other coat I just put on there. Now let that dry off. It's getting there. It looks pretty cool. I like the quilt's starting to come up really nice. You can see it there. It's very, very good. Yeah, Rage, he has actually It's almost like JMO dressed for the occasion to play the old Uma on the set. And I mean, he did do some funny things. He broke a string, then he dropped it. She survived, which is good. So she's been through the wars, that one, I'll tell you. But he did play it, and yeah. Oh, look, he's great. He's a really good. He's actually a very good musician. Um, he's a bit of a character. Likes to have a laugh and a good time. But he is a very good musician. He does love his music, and yeah, he's a very good rock guitarist. He's a brilliant guitarist. All those guys are pretty good. The bassist Buddha is really, really cool. Ralph is the drummer. He's JMO's brother, and he's such a laid-back, loose drummer. He's so cool to watch, and he sounds great, and he can really play as well. They're all good players. They're phenomenal, and they have a lot of fun, and that's the important thing. I think you've got to enjoy it. Rage, that's the one that broke, my friend. Yeah, that's the one that broke. But I got it salvaged, and I sent it on, and he was happy to receive it, and she's fine. All he had to do was adjust the action. It was a bit too low for him, believe it or not, and he just had to just dress the nut again a little bit, just a little bit of a refinement that he wanted. Other than that, she plays well. So, yeah, he's happy. And it's my first real professional, guitar solo, given to a pro. That's and it's great. I feel great that I've actually accomplished something and a real player is playing it. I mean, each to their own. If he can make use of it, I'm happy. If he hangs it on the wall, I'm just as happy. Yeah, it does feel good. Ultimately, you make them for many reasons. And one of the reasons is you want people to, obviously you want to sell some models to some players, but obviously, and then, you might make a couple and for friends, and you may not sell any. You may just build your own collection up. At the moment, I've got probably about 3/4 of what I've made. I've got in here. Karen Day, what is happening? Look at what I'm doing. I'm taping things. But I'm going to make your morning or your evening, Karen, by showing you a little bit of blue. I know you like a bit of blue, so let me show you a bit of blue. After I put this blue tape down, I'm going to show you some other blue stuff. So there. Get that in here, as they say. Da-da-da-da, another coat starting to come along. Rage, what do you think? I think that the thin coats really work well, and that technique that I'm using is really working nicely. That's 4 coats now, and it's starting to really shine. So it's coming along beautifully. Dana, what is happening? Welcome on in. Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're well. Hope you're not too spaced out. I gave the guitar Feverish Lemons. They recorded their album with it. I have some credit on there. That's awesome, Rage. That is awesome. Fantastic. That's what you want. See, that's success right there. You've built something that someone's actually used and it's useful. That's the definition of success. Not only did you enjoy making it, not only did you go through the trials and tribulations of machines failing and parts breaking and materials running out and all that stuff and wood splintering, but at least you got it finished, and that's the accomplishment, and then someone really made good use of it, and that's even better. Absolutely. That's why we build it. We love to see the legacy, and hopefully that stays in that person's family or hands for generations, It's such a fulfilling and satisfying, accomplishment and feeling. It's great. Good on you, mate. Congratulations. That's fantastic. Summer's coming up here. I've worked on that cake telly. Got the action perfect. She's playing really well. So that's ready to go to market. The next one, of course, is the Strat. I'm going to bring the Strat down tomorrow and adjust and do some fretwork on the Strat and some leveling and get that really playing nicely to send that to Pete Northcote so he can try it out, the Strat man in Sydney. He's a Strat. You all know Pete from his streams. He's a good guitarist, a great musician, and he loves his Strat. So I'm going to send him that Strat, my SS, and see what he thinks. Get some feedback, and that'll go to market eventually too. I'm happy to sell it to Pete if he wants to buy it, but I'm not sure if he wants to buy it. But that's okay. I'm happy to let him play it because you never know. He could have someone, and I'm going to sell 2 or 3, I reckon, this summer. That's my aim before Christmas, to have at least a couple. I know I've sold the Lefty, the Odin, the Viking one. That was a commission to start with, so that was already sold. It's made for that was made to order. This guy here is for Buddha, but I've got what else? I have sold the another commission, which was the hollow-bodied neoclassical, the dark one, not the stain one that I made, the Blackwood one. The Blackwood one is getting ready now as well to go to markets. I reckon at the markets, if I can get rid of 2 to 3, it'll be a good summer. We'll see how we go. But I mean, if I don't, that's okay. There's no drama. We just keep chipping away. I haven't really marketed them, to be fair, so I can't expect too much if I'm not doing the work to get them out and into people's hands. Okay, so I only have myself to blame, not that I'm stressing or blaming anyone or anything. How did you resist? Ha! She threatened your life. Always a joke. They never mean it. I found out, Rage, they never mean it when they say things like that. Things, and this while I'm doing this boring task, let's talk about things that women say that you don't want to hear. Example number 1. You walk into the house or somewhere, and there's a little lady up on a ladder, and she's desperately reaching to the top of this cupboard, trying to do something you can't really make out. And you say, "Would you like a hand?" And she says, "No, I've got it." Clearly ready to fall into the great abyss. No, I've got it. Okay, you got it. Or another thing, how do you feel about me going to play golf this weekend with the boys? It's James's 102nd birthday, and we're just going to throw a surprise weekend away from him. You do what you think is right. That's the thing you don't want to hear. Yeah, you do what you think is right. Okay. Ah. What's going on, Karen Day? You tell me what you're up to right now. I want to know right now. Do not hesitate. Go. Ha! How are your little decorations going? How's your guys and girls? If you haven't seen what Karen's up to, go and follow that lady if you don't already, and go and check out the stuff she's making for Halloween. She's obsessed with cats and pumpkins. I'm not going to say anything else. Are you obsessed with cats and pumpkins, Karen? Indeed. Blue. Ha! Blue things. Did you see that other blue thing? Did I show you this blue thing, Karen? Look at that one. Oh, 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 oh. It's going blue. Blue, 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 blue. Blue, 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 blue. You did. You love it. Of course you love it. I follow Karen all the time, and she calls me a stalker, and she's probably right. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. You're jealous. Stop being jealous. Jealousy is a terrible thing. No, you've got nothing to be jealous about. No one has anything to be jealous about because we're all special in our own way. Somebody paid me to say that. Oh, happy birthday to the kiddo, Rage. Awesome. Give the kid our regards and have a great dinner. Enjoy, my friend. Thank you for being here. Catch you soon. Baby Rage is having a birthday, absolutely. I'm not as special as you. Karen, you're special in your own way. All right? I won't hear any of that. Little Lolly is a special little lady, but all you little ladies are special in your own way. Don't forget that. Some of you are extra special, if you know what I mean. Special is one word you could use for it. Like, as in, I'll put some context on that. Special Elvis. Ha! I know what you mean. Terry. Okay, that's all taped up like a dog's breakfast. Let's get this guy out. Just double check that level, those levels. Really cool. I remember correctly, these are pretty level. That one's a bit of a bugger. That's okay. We'll sort him out. I will tap that just in case it's popped out. Has been moving about. A little rap on the knuckles, just like my principal used to do to me at school. It's pretty good. Very good. Very good. Very level. Cats rule. These are pretty good. Just a couple that seemed a little bit high. Knocked them down. I'm going to level that out. I'm going to check the straightness of that guy first. Let me get this straight edge on here now. The problem is I don't have a proper checking the gap. Okay. I think we're good. Looks pretty good to me. There's a bit of a back bow. Okay, I need to turn that the other way, so that's okay. Let's do that. Just a touch. Just a touch. A touch of paradise. La li la. Have I got the right key? Yes, I do. Righty tighty. I got this the right way. About to find out, aren't we? Oops. Keep dropping those tennis balls. That's not good. It's going the wrong way. Lefty loosey, you've got to loosen it up. Put a little bit of relief in it. It will straighten out. I've got to check it again once the strings are on there because they're going to yank it like nothing else. So we will check that once the strings are on as well. But for now, I need to level it, and it's got to be pretty straight if I'm going to level these frets accurately. Just little turns. I can't see it moving either way, so I need to keep going and see what this is going to do. I think that's going the wrong way. It is going the wrong way. I was going the right way the first time. What a doofus. It's all loose now. It hasn't grabbed yet. Once it grabs, I can feel the tension. Then I can go a quarter turn at a time or an eighth of a turn at a time. Like that. Okay, that's doing the trick. Another little quarter turn. And one more little turn. Okay. Pretty good. Let me grab my little guys here for support. Okay. I'm going to get my straight edge and check that. The eyes can deceive. Okay, that is a bit hunchy-punchy in the middle there, which is what I thought. Oops. Okay. I hate that I drop that all the time. It's right on the edge of the table here. All right, let me just quickly adjust that a little bit more. Okay, we're good. Let's level these guys. Mark them out. That's right. What happened before I put the frets in? Excellent. It's going really well. Nice. Yeah, it's radiused. The neck is already radiused. That happened before the frets went in. Absolutely. I've already beveled these edges, the edge of the frets, to 35 degrees. Or 40, what is it, 60, 60, 55, or whatever it is, 54. It's pretty steep. Okay, that's marked out. I'm just going to run 250 over that with a straight edge and just get them nice and flat. Not that they're not already flat, I just want to make sure. And it doesn't need to take a lot off there. One thing I need to do is put a little bit more protection down this end. Just on the end there. I want to make sure that the paper doesn't scuff any of that down there. Okay, we can run that straight over there, nice and lightly. All the colours come off at the same time, which means they're pretty even. They're pretty good. It's only 240, so it's not taking a lot off. They are stainless. It's very gentle. We're good there. I'm going to run. I shouldn't need to do this because I've already run that down there. I just need to round those over. That's fine. What we're going to do is dress these, crown them, and then round over those edges and polish them up. Once I crown them, I'll double check the levels, make sure everything is fine and sanded and crowned properly and there's no real funny buggers going on. And then we can round over those edges and polish them up. Right, let's grab our jumbo fret doobie whacker, this guy here. Hey, B Bumstead, what's going on? Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Good to see you, my friend. We have some progress. I'm dressing these base frets before I apply more oil on the neck. I want to get the frets all dressed, because once another coat or two of oil go on there, we're pretty much ready to put the hardware in over the next week and get it finished. Our little blue guy's got 4 coats on there now. I've done the first coat that's scuffed, so we're starting to get, as you can see there, some real shine and leveling out nicely. We've got probably half a dozen coats to go. I'm going to do another one in about maybe 4 or 5 hours this afternoon. Let that thicker coat, it's still pretty thinly wiped off, but it's starting to get there. And I'm going to let that coat sit. And then I'm just using worn out 600, giving it a very light scuff with the grain and just applying a liberal coat and then just rubbing it off. And we're getting that sort of result, which is good. It's starting to get some even shine. Yeah, it's starting to get there. The back needs another coat. That's got one. It's sealed up. Actually gave it a second one yesterday afternoon. You can see it's got a nice sort of satiny finish. There's lots of drips there I've got to clean up. I missed a couple of drips there of poly, so I'll just sand those flat and then give that another coat later on as well. But it's starting to come along, yes, absolutely. Okay, we're leveling some frets here. We're going to have a little drink. Cheers, big ears. He's looking up your old address. Right, let's carry on then. So I've got my crown. I'm going to crown these guys. I just round over those edges right on the edge there where it's sharp. Get a nice ball end, it's the rounded end on that angled bevel there. They feel really good already. I just got to hit them with a file and it'll be fine. That's done. good. Okay, cool. Double tasking, man. That's what we're all about, Tom. Double tasking. Checking. It's called the look away. If you can't file a fret without looking away, then give it up. Ha! It's like putting from 4 or 5 feet. You just look away as you hit the ball. You know it's going in. Almost there. Lovely. Nice. Almost there. I'm going to switch over to the knife file in a minute because we need that knife angle to get. This one's going to hit and scratch the surface. So this one here gives us that nice angle, curves up. It's got that cutaway so that it scoops away and it doesn't, unlike the straight edge, which is going to career straight into the top. This one's got an up curve so that you can actually work it without having that tip come across and potentially chip that. So we'll switch over to that in a minute. I've got 2 more to go here on the open, on the cutaways, and once we hit the body, we do the other one. We use the other file. flick over this guy. Move this down a little bit. Okay. Let's make some room. We're back with the sound. Good. Sorry about that. I just noticed no sound. Thank you, Leslie. I am in the zone. Lynn, I'm in the zone. Hey, Lynn, look at this. Little turtle guy. Another coat. Getting the satin going. Going to gloss that up soon. Starting to get a bit of a shine in there. Okay. Let's have a look at that colour from the front. There it is. Like a lagoon. Okay. You like it? You like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's starting to really pop nicely. There we go. I like to show people the stuff that they've missed. Because they're all, and it gives me a chance to stand upright for a minute. Yeah. The first thing I'm going to do, Terry, when I finish the stream today is go upstairs and make a sound alarm that you can ring so that I can know that the sound is gone. Has it gone again? No, it hasn't. It's good. It takes me 2 seconds to fix it, but I'd like to know why it's doing it. Let's get back to this. That would be wonderful. You say it with such conviction. It would be wonderful. It's a pain in the butt. You know that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create not an alert. What do they call the things that you, the channel point redemption? I'm going to create a channel point redemption where you don't need to use your points. It'll cost you 0 points. You'll be able to, anyone will be able to redeem it when there's no sound. And the more people that ring it out at the same time, I'll probably give it a 30-second cooldown. What does that sound like? Is that a good idea? Does that work? That would be wonderful. For those who missed it, it sounded like scratch, 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 scratch. Very funny. Ha! Mark, your wit is unparalleled. Ha! I love it. I love the smarty cheekiness of it all. Okay, that side's done. I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to do it this way. Just going to reverse this way just so I can be at a better angle. Sorry guys, I'm going to check something. No, it's okay. I just got to keep an eye out for my mum because she sometimes needs help and she calls me. So I can race off to attend to her if she needs help with something. And after we do these last few here, Terry, what are we doing? We're going to get some paper and we're going to start polishing these frets up and getting those ends nice and round and shiny. And what do we start with before we get to the micros? Terry, do you remember? You always struggle with this one. It's the one question in the exam you always leave till last. You know, the one you come back to and then you run out of time and you don't get to answer it and you kick yourself because that was 5 marks. Yeah, that's the one. Gatto, what's going on? That's you. It is you. I think we've all done that. Okay, that's good enough for this piece of work. Now I need to take this tape off and we start hitting it with the grits. We'll start off with some... It is you as well, Mark. I think the question or the statement was generally acceptable by everyone because I think we've all been in the crap in that situation before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I dare say we've all done that. I'll leave that one. It's only 5 marks and I know I can answer it. Whoops, ran out of time. That's 5 marks you'll never get back. Damn it, it's only a B minus now. Could have been an A minus or a B plus. Or whatever the grade system is that you have there. And loving it. Ha! Excellent. Is Terry around? I'm still waiting for her answer. Terry wants a command that only the... Yeah, okay, that's fine. We can just make it accessible to... It's just a little bit harder to implement that, that's all. But that's okay, I'll do it. I'll do it because you asked nicely. Okay, they're shaped really well. I just need to get them all rounded off and smooth now. And get some polish. Not polish, but get some shine on this fretboard and these frets. Not all the way. We're going to go to 4,000 and leave it there because I need to flick this guy. It's going to get scuffed up and I'm going to give them another dressing before we put the strings on. Not a dressing, but a polish. I'll get all the roughness out of them now by just getting them up. We're going to go to the grits. I can't hear anything. What are you talking about? I don't know why you can't hear anything. Can anyone hear me? I think we've got sound. We should have sound. Oh, okay. Damn. Terry, do I need to get over there and fix your internet so that you can go home and internet rather than stay in the office? Lordy Lord. Do we need to have a permanent Deliveroo or whatever that silly delivery company, Uber Eats? Do we have a permanent account set up for you so we can get you dinner so when you're there doing that thing? You work late anyway. Okay. Well, you know, fair enough, whatever. Willie won't go. What's happening? The question here is Van Walen riding his unicycle in a tree somewhere? That's the question everyone wants to know the answer to. That's on everyone's lips, that question. Is he? I bet you he is. He crashed it. Oh my God. Out of the tree? What a doofus. Tell that man he's a doofus. To the max. Crashed into us, chasing a squirrel, probably. Fighting it for the acorns. Van Walen needs the acorns for his slingshot more than the squirrel needs the acorns for its sustenance. Go figure. He tried. At least he tried. He's got the stones to try at least. Let's give him that. And my bet is he's going to go a second time just to make sure he didn't get it wrong the first time. This does take longer, doesn't it, without using the Orby method? Terry, do you agree? It's slightly annoying the crap out of me, to tell you the truth. I should have done the Orby method. Woohoo! We got a raid. The cut zone. What's going on, guys? Welcome on in. Welcome in, raiders. Come and have a look at what we're doing. We're dressing some frets on a base build. How are you all? How was your stream? How you doing there? Hefner, what's going on? How's the stream, buddy? Good? All good? What are you making? I just leveled some frets and I'm about to and dressed them. I'm about to give them a bit of a polish, taking some tape off. Good to see you guys here. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. Check them out. Big shout out. Thank you, Terry. Absolutely. We'll get onto there. Guys, give that channel a follow right now. Cleaning the house. Okay, cool. That's got to be done. It's one of those things. One day I'm going to clean the workshop. That's a day I'm dreading. Actually, I cleaned it last week, but I clean it every couple of days. You get a lot of build-up, sawdust and dust and crap, so I get it. Yeah, that's the one, Tom. I didn't think I'd need to go that far, but clearly it would have saved me about maybe 2 or 3 minutes. But you know what? It gives me a chance to have a chat while I fiddle around. It is annoying, though. I find it highly annoying. Terry, what are we doing first? What grits did you... has the cleaning lady gone? And can you now hear me again? And B, what grits do I do first before I get to the micros? You should know this. This is your 5-point question that you leave till the end of the exam and then you miss because you didn't get to it. Tell me, tell me. Oh, look, she's got lesser grits. Oh, my God. And they are? Dana? The vacuuming is almost done. You poor thing. I didn't realize you can't hear a damn thing. And I'm not typing, so you can't read what I'm asking you. And Dana isn't nice enough to do that for me. Ha! Oh, look, she's done it already. 400, 800, that's right. 400, 600, 1200. We'll skip the 1200, we'll go straight to 15, but we'll do the 4 and 6, absolutely. Nearly there. One more. Okay, let's get into it. Flick the bench over, grab our 400. Let's get cracking. I've got to hit those edges too, guys. They feel really good. I've just got to smooth them out with the 400 and the 600 and they'll be ace of base. Looking for the 600, it's just here somewhere. Here it is. We get the 400, 400, 400. first things first, I'm just going to hit those edges with the 400 and a very thin block. The other thing I need to do is get a liner tape along there. Just want to protect that neck from excessive scratches because I've got some oil on there and I don't want to wear it all the way back. So I'm just going to expose the base of where those frets go to. If I can show you that, you'll see what I mean in a minute. There we go. So I've got that tape lined up just under the fret tang so that I can just run the sandpaper along there, just round that edge off a little bit and just take off any tiny little burrs that might be there. I'll do the other side as well, since we're going to do both sides. It's almost like the Orby method, but it's not quite. You need more guitar stuff, Hefner. I'm telling you now, man. It goes without saying. There's about 4 or 5 luthiers on this channel that I know of, that I associate with. So we're a good group. We're a good bunch of mates and friends, and we do enjoy helping each other out and hanging out in each other's streams. So, but by all means, we welcome everyone. But yeah, check them out, the others, if you don't mind. Some shout outs, Dana, if you don't mind, to Orby and Hank and Rage. Okay. Let's get that. Cool. That's good. It's good. No, because I would have wrecked it anyway, because I needed to take the tape off the top and it would have ripped the sides. Would have had to do this again. So there's no regrets there. There's never any regrets. But I get it. It would have been easier if we didn't have to take the tape off, that's for sure. But no, the tape had to come off. Really good. That's pretty good. That feels great. Nice and smooth. 400 on the frets and the fretboard. I'm just taking my time. I'm just getting right down in the corners. Do, 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 do. 400 grit, Terry, that's right. We're on the 400. Just doing nice and slowly. There's some big scratches in these frets, and I just want to make sure I get them all. Terry, did I tell you how annoyingly large this neck is? Well, I'm telling you now. Step 1. Finish making this base. Step 2. Never make another base again. No, I'm joking. Wow. I'm knackered already. It is a large neck. It is 34-inch scale. We're almost there on the 400. The 6 will be easier. Okay, throw that rubbish away. Grab the 600 and let's go. Seven-string regular guitar, but multi-scale. Very nice, B. Bumstead. Fan frets. Are we talking about fan frets here? I've still got to make one of those. Where the Millers, the kid. No regrets. No regrets. Regrets. On his neck or on his chest or wherever it was. The kid's a cack. He's hilarious. What a dope. It reminds me much of a Keanu Reeves in whatever, Wayne's World or something. Or Dude, Where's My Car, or whatever that stupid movie was called. Yes. Huh. Alrighty, beautiful. Yes, fan frets, love those. There's 600, 1200, Terry. I'll hit the edges with the 1200 as well. And you know what? We're not going to do the rest of it until we oil it up. So we're going to hit the micro mesh after I oil it. I'm just going to stop at 1200 and just get this to a state where we can work with it and then clean it up at the end. Does that make sense, Terry? I know you're keen on the micro mesh. Or do you want to go to 4,000? We'll go to 4K. Send it to me. I'll get it sorted. Is it funny, Dana? I bet you it is, coming from you. You nut job. Ha! You want to go to 12K? Oh my God, Terry. We're going to do it again later, so I want to stop at 4 because there's no point at this stage going to 12 because it's just going to get scratched up and because we've still got a lot of handling to do, right? I know. Okay. Stop it. We'll go to 4K, which is probably overkill anyway. They're looking real good. Okay. Let's go get some micromesh out just to help Terry cope. We'll just help her cope a little bit without going too far down the no path. Absolutely. Right, first one, Terry. Which one is it? 1500. Good one. The Ode to Rage. I love that. That's a very good ode. Who wrote that? I bet you that's a Danaism. God, they pop so much when you rub them with a micromesh. It's like night and day. Whew. Right, next. 1800. Green. Green. Where is it? Stupid colour. Green. We'll put some oils on this guy next. Whew. Okay, next. $2,400 charcoal. Let's get the charcoal. He did say charcoal. Which one's that? Aha! Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Found it. Nice. Okay. Okay, Terry, next. 3200 Baby Poo Brown, which is Van Walen's favourite crappy colour. Oops. All right. Most sensible people stop at around now, 3,000 or so. But no, not this cookie. He's just a glutton for punishment. Okay, lucky last for the time being, Terry. Which one is that? No, we've still got 2 to go. Wine Red, 3600. Terry's favourite drunkard state. A carafe of wine for that lady who's working back. That'll help her work. Oh, man. Very nice. Last one for the time being, 4,000. See you, Lynn. Take it easy. Thank you very much for being here. Catch you soon. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Diddle-down, diddle-down, down. Do-do-do, diddle-do, diddle-dee-doo. Is Willie Waco still here? Did I miss her? Good night, Willie, if you've gone. Not that you'll hear me if you've gone. Saying good night's probably a bit late now, but... Oh, no, she's here. Cool. You've been quiet, so I thought, she's probably up to no good. Creating mischief. But that's okay. We all do that sometimes. 4,000 mesh. And that's all we're doing for now, because we've got a lot of work to do. Let's have a look at that guy. We'll pull this off. Let me just get those edges. Clean this neck up and get some oil on it. Just pulling off some tape and then I'll give you a look at what we've got thus far. Far out. messy stuff. All right. Straighten up, Manny. Give your back a break. There we have our 4,000. So that neck's looking pretty good. Feels really good. They look nice and straight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So it's looking good. Let's get some oil on the back of this guy because we need to. It needs another drink, as they say. Much like me. Alright. Let's get this guy ready. I'll put these crappy stuff away. Danish oil required right now. Do it. Just a paper to knock off any raised grain. It's got, the top's got 2 coats, the back's only had 1. We're going to do the back now and just really give it a nice good drink, because the first coat was pretty much swallowed without touching the sides. So we need to give this a good red hot go. Okay, pop that down there. We're going to oil this little guy up. Let's grab our oils and oil sol. Oils and oil sol. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Damn. Give it a little shrizzle. Grab some clean rags and a glove. Woohoo! Terry, what are you up to? 1,000 bits, my God, thank you so much. That is awesome. That's a pretty big deal. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. Wonderful stuff. Okay, guys and girls. Let's grab this and give that a nice wash over the top with some oils and oil sol. Willie won't go with 400 bits. My God, Willie. Thank you so much. Apparently Lynn with 500 bits. Thank you very much. Gracious, we've hit Hype Train. That's very, very generous of you guys. Thank you very much. All right. That's not bad. That's you can see it's starting to really build up now. It's this is what I love about Danish oil. It works so easily. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. It's just right. You can really wash it in without it being too watery, but also it's not too, you know, it gives you a little bit of play time. You don't, it doesn't coagulate too soon. It's looking good. Yes, take all his wallet and empty it. So funny. Poor old Van Whalen. See, that'll teach him for riding a unicycle in a tree. Dana with a gifted sub. And Wheelie with an courtesy of Van. God, you guys are going nuts. No, Dana with another sub. That's 2 subs. And then Wheelie with... Awesome. You guys are rocking along. Rocking the suburbs, as they say. Coolio. Okay, there's a nice even second coat.
Mom, somebody just followed me.
Okay, 1, thank you for the follow. Dana, thank you for the 300 bits. Terry with another 500. Oh my God. And Willie with 100. Look at them go. They're racing each other. See who can outspend their buddy's money. Poor Van Whalen. Everyone's got access to his wallet, to his digital wallet, and now it's kicking along. Level 3, 47%, doing great. 300 from Dana, 100 from Willie, another 400. Willie, God, someone wake that man up before he's bang. Ah! Thank you very much, guys. That's great support as usual. You guys are the best. You know that? You guys are the best. There we go. Got some oil on that girl. Okay, she's starting to shine. Starting to shine. Okay, we're going to hang her up and grab. This will be interesting. How am I going to do this? Ah. Like that. Oh, yeah. Hold it in there. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Hang that girl up. Way. My God, you guys have gone nuts. What's going on? 300 from Dana, 100 from Willie, 400 from Willie. I've lost count. Another 200 from Dana, another 200 from Willie. Terry's, Dana's gift and subs. Hype train level 3 achieved. Thank you very much. Great work, guys. That's pretty good. Thank you for the support. That's amazing. Let me put this oil away. I might get that blue guy down again and see if it needs a coat on the back. It's touch dry. I want to see how dry the front is before I pop it down here. It doesn't really matter. It's going to get scuffed up anyway. Jerry in the house. No, it's just a gifted sub. But anyway, thank you. Very nice of you, Dana. Losing the plot. Cowbell. More cowbell. Always more cowbell. Let's get this guy down. And let me have a little look-see and see what it feels like. It probably looks wetter than it is. Come on, bench cam. What are you doing? Struggling. 15 bits from Willie. You can tell she's reached the bottom of Van Walen's pockets. Hang on, guys. Let me get this monitor working again. Something's with the camera. What's going on there? All right, it looks wetter than it is. I think it's dry. Touch dry. I want to flip that over. And I need to get this glove off first and test it with my hands to see how sticky or tacky it is. About to beat the record. Oh my God. 78% on level 4. It's pretty good. Terry with the gifted subs. God, Terry. Thank you so much. Willie with 15 bits and Terry with, and then Willie with another 15 bits because she likes to find those coins. No, it's a bit tacky. I'm going to leave that. It's a little bit too tacky. So we're not going to put any oil on that until that dries up. I'm going to probably pop that up there. And in actual fact, what I'll do is I'm going to grab the paint, the white paint. We're just going to hit the insides of those. Show you what I'm going to do with the paint, because we want to pop those. There, I've already done a couple. Can you see the white inside that starfish? How it just pops. Hang on, let me find the angle. There. That's what we want to do with the rest of it. See, it's a bit dull. So we're just going to give it a little bit of that off-white just to pop it. All the unicorns. Ha! Dana with another 13 bits. They're chicken away. They've gone to 1% on the level 4 hype train. Awesome. And Dana with a gifted sub as well. You guys are kicking it. Willie won't go with 300 doggies. Excellent. You must have found his secret. Willie found the secret stash. Oh my God. Oh my God, Willis.
What on earth, girl, are you doing?
Terry with another 500. Willie with 210. My God. You guys stop it. Thank you so much. You're too kind. A little bit of white. 210 bits. following Terry's 500 bits. That's a bucket load of bits, guys and girls, and a bucket load of subs. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. You guys are the bestest in the land. Great support. That's what I love about this community. We all pitch in and help. Not that it's needed, but it's appreciated. I'll tell you that now. A little bit of white, just a dollop. We've got to be very, very careful not to smudge that into the lacquer. I mean, we can sand it out, but I don't want to be doing work I don't need to do. Load that up. Mario in the house. Willie, another 200. Excellent. Look at you go. Piggy banks around the place, I reckon. She's raiding all of them. Ha! Fantastic. Can you see that, guys? Yeah, you can. That's good. When that dries, it sort of tends to mellow out a little bit. It's not as stark. I go all the way to the top, off that edge. Willie with 200, Terry with another 500, my God. Willie with 45 more, Dana with a gifted sub. Holy smokes, guys. Fantastic, I really appreciate it. I just run my fingernail right on the edge at 45 just to take off any little white bits that may have just shot up over the top. You can't really see it, but that's looking all right. You can see that. Can you see that? See how pop makes that little star pop? Does that look good, Terry? Does that work? With the silverware, it should work, right? Oh, hype train over. Wow, we did fantastic. Level 5, 76,000 bits. Holy smokes. That's awesome. 8 subs. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, guys. That's great support. You like the bright edge? Excellent, Dana. That's what I like to hear, as long as we're doing the right thing. That seahorse is going to be a bloody challenge, I'll tell you that now. For nothing. I'll tell you that for free. Yeah, he's going to be a bugger to do. I'll tell you that now. He's going to be a right pain in the backside. Most seahorses are. They've got little fin syndrome. Got a bee in their bonnet about that. Alrighty, we're doing okay. Just once, I think I've done that side. I'm going to go again because it was a bit washy. So I'm going to just give that another coat, just to bring it up to the right temperature. Good-o. Looking good. Okay, that's Stan done. I've got to get Seamus sorted out. I don't know what he's going to be like, but we'll find out in a second, right? Okay, so there's Stan. You can see a little white. It looks pretty good. It does make him pop a little bit. Let's have a look at that on the big screen, from front on and from all the angular angles of the dangles. Let's have a look. All right, so there he is. You can't really tell, but when you turn him slightly, yeah, he pops a little bit, doesn't he? Compared to the seahorse, that looks a lot better. Okay, so you can play that, and you can, as you turn it, you can see that little seahorse. They come to life. He's going to be tricky because, you know, all seahorses are pains in the butt. They're good guys. He'll be okay. We're just going to make sure we clean up after him. Good job. Is there a good job command? My God, well done. You've forgotten what the command is, haven't you? You completely just lost the plot. It is going to work. Thank you, Tom. I think you're right. When that dries, it'll sort of dull down a little bit. Won't be as stark, and it'll be just a subtle little off-white, which will be nice. Jerry, what is going on? Ooh, high voltage. What's going on? Have you seen this guy? This is for my goddaughter. This little guy here. It's an ocean themed telly. It's got beautiful quilted black butt cap on a poplar body. There's our poplar body. I'm just putting some, it's got about 3 or 4 coats now of wipe-on poly. I'm just going to build it up slowly and get that to pop. Starting to get some shine now. Ew, that's the one. How are you, Jerry? Are you well? How's Mrs. Glockenspiel? Is she better? I hope she's doing okay. And what I'm doing is I'm just painting a little bit of white paint just on the inside rims of those F-holes. You can see little starfish. I've done that, and it just helps it pop a little bit because you sort of lose the shape with the dark top and the dark black inlay, painted chamber. But with a little bit of white, it sort of pops. Okay, so that's what we're doing. F-holes. Sound holes, Tom. Sound holes. Bisheds, thank you for the follow. Excellent. Good to have you here. Vibrant. It's very vibrant. It's a.
Mom, somebody
It's
just
sapphire
followed me.
blue. Believe it or not, I tried the RIT dye, like a material dye, and it took really well. And I gave it about 3 or 4 coats, lightly sanded between, and got the colour nice and dark and rich. Put the first couple of coats of wipe on poly, wiped it off after about 3 or 4 minutes. And it took a little bit of the colour off, but I allowed for that because it was still a little bit in the pores and still washing out. But after the 3rd coat, it's locked it in now, so we're good to go. Yeah, it works really well. I'm impressed with that because there's no black in that. There's no black tint. I've just gone the sapphire blue, and it's really made that grain pop. I'll show you on the other camera. So the first coat was all blue, sanded it all off just to get some in that really thick area of quilt, because you can see it looks like a whitewash or a wake of something swimming through there, and it's really quite cross-grained and thick in there. So what I did was I rubbed it all back. It took some of it in there. Once I put that 3rd coat on there, it really brought the rest out. Look, I'll video it, Mario, for sure. B-Sheds, what's happening? Thank you for being here. Trevor's Wake. That's Trevor's Wake. Oh, yeah, did I show you Trevor? Have you seen Trevor? My God, we better show you Trevor. So the neck is sassafras. Whisper when you say it. The neck is sassafras. It's got a couple of coats, 3 coats of true oil on it. I'm using gunstock oil. It's just a little bit shinier with fewer coats. I've just burnished that with some denim, and you can see it's got a nice sort of medium satin, medium gloss finish. Not too shiny, but good to go. Feels really smooth, and that is a spotted gum, a quilted or flamed spotted gum fretboard. And there's little Trev, a little turtle friend, with abalone shell pieces. It's a mosaic. I'll show you close up. Trevor with his little mosaic shell pieces. That's him there, and little matching abalone dots. So that's the color scheme there. It looks pretty good. All right. Beaut. It's absolutely beaut. She's a ripper, as they say. She's a ripper. That's the one, Dana. That's the one. Let's get on to Seamus now. This is going to be a challenge and a half, but I think we'll get there. I'm going to start with the tail end. And I'm just poking that through and pulling that through the tight end, and then I'm wiping off a little bit on the top there. That'll work. I'll do the inside first, then the outside coil. I'm just going to grab a finer brush. So I can get into those tighter areas. This is like needle-like, this guy, so we'll get into those tight corners with that guy. But I'm just working on making an absolute mess of that guy. Remember, we will scuff this to give it another coat, so I'm not too fussed about it, but I'm trying to keep it as neat as I can, obviously. You can see that white already around the edges there. It's quite prominent. And I'm going to just finish up what I'm doing here and continue him tomorrow because I really need to get going on something else. There we go. All right. So you can start seeing it's starting to pop. Makes a difference. Let that tone down. The starfish is looking good. He's drying off. He's looking pretty good. Dana loves it. It's like a little toy that comes to life. It's like a little fantasy build. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, guys. It's 1:30. I've got to head off. I'm going to just see what else is on, who else is on, and see if we can return the favor. Sploose is on. Let me have a look here. Thank you very much for the hype train earlier on. That was fantastic, guys and girls. Really appreciate it. Archeros is on. Sploose is on. What else have we got? Right. Who's this guy? Let me just check this guy out. Jonathan Ong. Streaming music. He's a pianist. I might go. He's a multi-instrumentalist. There are 90 viewers at the moment. Jonathan Ong. Let's check him out. Okay, guys and girls, thanks for being here. I'm just going to raid. Check you guys all tomorrow. I'll be back. Where is my screen? Raid. Jonathan Ong. See if that works. It does. Okay, guys and girls, I'm out of here. Catch you tomorrow. Have a good Thursday night, Friday, whatever your time might be. 4,000 till, Lise, thanks for being here. Thank you very much for that raid. It was awesome. You guys are the best supporters and you rock. I'll be back again tomorrow. See you later. Right, here we go. There's the back.